Hello everyone, welcome to my guide on how to get good at Lucioball! Lucioball. I will be explaining the best ways to play each position, ultimates, and overall general tips. Skip to the parts you feel like you want to learn about, but I recommend checking out each one as you might learn something new. The first tip that I have is to cooperate with your team whenever possible. As the match begins, it will be good to figure out who plays which positions and to coordinate accordingly with the information you just received. If nobody wants to play goalie, then you might have to take it for the team and play that position, even if you don't want to play goalie. If you spawn there, don't leave unless you're sure someone will replace you, or else you will most likely be scored and might even get blamed for it. Also, whenever possible, you should try to pass to your forward teammates. I haven't seen a single person talk about this. But did you know that where you aim does not matter? Well, apart from vertical crosshair placement, your horizontal crosshair placement does not matter. The position of your character is what changes where the ball will go. I can't go too in depth with this with the lack of custom games, but this is an important thing to know when you want to be accurate with your shots. Wall riding is a very good mechanic that a lot of people forget to use. It boosts your speed by up to 100%. Use this to your advantage to quickly make it to one side of the map to another. The pads, the same as wall riding, give you a very huge increase in speed, as well as vertical height. Not many know, but the direction you're walking changes how far you will go. If you're walking backwards and use the pad, you will basically only go up. If you're walking to the right or left and you jump, you will go more diagonally. If you're walking forward and jump, you will travel the most distance. Another thing to know is if you jump without moving, you will still slightly move forward, because the pad doesn't only make you jump high, it gives you a slight amount of forward momentum. So if you want to move as fast as you can, you want to be looking the direction you want to go as you jump. Combining both previous tips, using the pad and wall ride will allow you to travel the map in great speeds, but once you land on the ground, you can keep most of your momentum if you keep jumping, which is called bunny hopping. Each time you land on the ground, you will want to jump again. If you keep doing this, you will maintain most of your high speed you had prior. Using all three of these to your advantage will ensure that you will reach place a lot faster than the others. While we are on the subject of speed, let me mention Amp It Up. This ability boosts your speed for a short duration. You should use it when it allows you to reach the ball quicker before an enemy. You should almost never use it to travel the map quicker. You have pads and walls for that. Your boop is great and all, but you shouldn't forget about the punch. With the punch, you can set up shots and make short passes to your teammates. The punch can be used immediately after your boop, which can help you perform an interception or to win kickoffs. On kickoff, you normally want to amp it up as soon as possible. Once you approach the ball, you want to boop it last, so it goes over to their side of the map, winning you the kickoff. I recommend you use the previous tip and to boop, and then shortly after punch, increasing your chance of winning the kickoff. A good thing to learn and understand are interceptions. An interception is when you boop a ball shortly after someone else had booped it. That's how that stat works. Points aside, this is a very effective tactic that each position will use at some point whenever they know it or not. And how to properly play with it and against it is recommended to know. If you are in a close 1v1 with someone, you would mostly want to boop last, as this will mean the ball will fly in the direction you wanted it to. With this in mind, you can now play others as a striker, and that you must be very careful if you're about to clear a ball as a goalie when there is someone right in front of you. I've seen some just chase the balls that's flying all over the map, essentially doing nothing. You should instead try to predict where the enemies, as well as your teammates, will shoot the ball. Once you more or less can predict where the enemies will send the ball, you can use the previous tip of intercepting their shots to either score or send the ball back to perform your next attacks. A small tip, once you amp, you cannot boop for exactly 1 second. This mostly won't affect your gameplay, but for example, if you're a goalie and a ball is coming towards you, you might not want to amp it up. Sometimes you will see your goalie say his ultimate is ready, or anyone really. If he does this, you should replace him so he can ult. Once you have your ultimate, you should do the same, and hopefully someone will replace you. Not everyone understands this though. If someone isn't replacing you, then you can try saying it in chat or voice chat and hope for the best. Starting off with the most basic, in my opinion, the best layout, one striker, one defender, and one goalkeeper. With this layout you have a balanced offense and defense. The defender can go help the striker occasionally to help secure a goal. I absolutely recommend running this layout if the enemy is running two strikers, or else your goalie might have a harsh time. With this layout, you should have the best chances of scoring a goal, 2 strikers and 1 goalie. I recommend running this if their offense isn't that great or your striker is having a hard time scoring a goal. This is a great layout to run if you are in the lead and the timer is running out. 2 defenders and 1 goalie. It's better to secure your score instead of trying to get another point to just get goal down in quick succession, costing you your game. If there is an opportunity, you should quickly switch to a striker but come back if you lost forward fight. Your primary positions are the 2 pads on the enemy side of the map. Your primary goal, to simply put, is the goal. Be wary of the enemy's team layout and positioning. If they are running 2 strikers, then you can take your time to set up a shot. If they have a defender or 1 striker is coming back to support their goalie, then you have to make more sharp tricks. If they are all defending, again, you need to act fast, and you might need the help of your teammate if they know what they're doing. Regular shots might go in lower ranks, but as you climb, those will not come close unless I'm in the goal. Well, you will need to learn some tricks and or team play if you want to hit more goals. A good way to score is to remember how interceptions work. If you boop the ball slightly after someone else did, the ball will go your way. Mastering the rules perfectly will allow you to essentially deflect the goalies and or defenders' clears or passes, enter their goal, or to hopefully a position in which you can set up a shot. Usually if I feel like I failed to set up a shot or I won't be able to catch it to set one up, I try to shoot it back to our side, to our defender or even goalie at times. But before considering that, make sure that you aren't making a pass for the enemy or else you might set up a shot for the enemy instead, which we don't want. This is something that really bothers me. If you see your fellow striker taking his time trying to set up a shot or about to do something, don't bother him. Rather stay behind or on the other side to receive a pass or to intercept the ball when the goalie deflects the initial shot from your teammate. While we're talking about that, don't play the same position as your fellow striker. As I mentioned slightly before, if you play the same position, you will both just keep screwing up each other's plans. Rather stay on the other side or in the back, and it will go much better. Your primary positions are the pads on your side of the map as well as the corners whenever the ball makes its way there. Your job is to support your goalie from the enemy strikers and occasionally help your striker with a pass or help with securing a goal. Do your best to make the enemy striker's life miserable. Try to kick the ball away before he has the chance to do anything. If there are 2 of them, target the one you think is better and try to prevent any passes between them. If you don't have team communication and you see your goalie leaving his area, you might want to quickly go in his place just in case he screws up. While clearing the ball away from your side, if possible, pass to your striker so he has a chance to try and goal. If the enemy only has 1 striker and you feel like your goalie is good, you should go and support your other striker to finish up his shots or to pass back to him. Do not leave your area unless you are sure you are safely able to. If there isn't anyone to the left or right and the ball is coming there, you can go there, but even if he is rather close, it is better to stay inside and let your defender do it instead. Be careful when you're about to pass or just shoot a volley shot, as someone might time an intercept and land an easy goal on you. Try to aim away from them. If they already jumped, just shoot on the ground. If he's on the ground and not close to a pad, you can safely shoot high. If he's on a pad sitting there, your best bet is to shoot in another direction. Whenever possible, try to pass to one of your strikers. If there's someone blocking a direct pass, then try to shoot near them. If that is not possible, just shoot it away wherever possible. Each time you hit the ball, you gain about 9% ult charge, and you also earn 1% ult charge every 3 seconds all the time. Once you hit the ball, you won't gain ult charge from hitting it again for about 5 seconds. Then your next hit will provide you the same amount of charge. The best way to use your ultimate is offensively. When to use it is situational. Best ways to use it are when the goalie gets out of position, or when you want to initiate an attack, or during round start. If you are fighting against an ulting enemy, your goal would be to get the ball as far away from him as possible. If you're a striker and an enemy uses ult, you should go back and support your defender in getting the ball out of your territory, while the goalie should remain in his area, intercepting any shots that get through the 2 defenders. While it is best to use it on attack, you can use your ultimate defensively if you think you need to. You will need to boop. You will be able to boop as much as you want, and you will move very fast, thus improving your defense greatly. If you're a goalie and you successfully clear the ball and your ult is still active, hopefully your defender can quickly cover for you before you make a quick offensive. If you think he will not, then better remain in your position, or else you might easily get scored. Alright, that's all I have to say for now. This was my first guide, so I hope you enjoyed. If there's anything else you would like to know, or you have some tips of your own, leave them down in the comments. Thank you for watching.